Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to another episode of Mondays Are for the Nerds. I'm your co-host, Jay Wright.
I'm your other co-host, Tristan Stump.
We thank you for joining us as we recap last week's pop culture news for you.
And once
or if
again,
you're tuning in for Wikipedia.
yeah, hope you're tuning in for random Wikipedia because I think that's officially a segment.
It's
officially
absolutely
a segment. But
we'll blast through our small talk from now on, and then we'll just get right into Wikipedia.
If you hear noises in the background, family's over, windows open, different things.
Yep.
It is, as of recording, November the 8th, and it is way too hot. It
is surprisingly
hot. It is
hot.
cool outside.
It is.
But for what November the 8th should be.
We'll say for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been too hot than it should be.
Yeah. So.
Until tomorrow.
So if you hear traffic or anything in the background, that's why.
Yeah.
But before we go into our segment, I do have some small talk.
Nice.
I
have a small bit of small talk.
So you know how I was like, oh yeah, that game last week was so cool, Dreamed Away.
Yeah.
I got to the final boss. I haven't beat it yet. I got to the final boss and I rage quit.
No, is it too hard?
I don't think it would have been had I. A mechanic of the game is when you die, you lose half your currency.
Oh.
And I had died and went, okay, well now I can't afford to get health items, and then so I couldn't, and I forgot to restock on health items before going into. I did not know was going to lock me into the last boss because I never played the game before, so I wouldn't know how the story worked. Anyway, and so I am now stuck in the last area with minimal health items. And it is a very difficult fight because it's the final boss.
Yeah.
So I rage quit, and instead, I spent the rest of my week beating. As of like 20 minutes before you got here, I beat Pikmin.
Nice.
Like the OG Pikmin on GameCube. I got in a Pikmin mood. I think it was because I was looking for a random video to watch on YouTube one night, and it was a Pikmin review by Ant Dude.
Yeah.
And then it got me down to watching all his other Pikmin videos and someone else's Pikmin video and everything. I'm like, you know what? I'm in the mood to play Pikmin.
Yeah.
So I started playing it, and over the course of the week, it's a very short game. So over the course of 3 sittings, I beat it. And how
many times have you played it before?
Oh, let's see. My mom got it for our GameCube like a couple years after it came out. So like 2003, 2004. It's my mom's favorite game.
Okay.
We have never beat it because neither of us were really like. My mom's good at Pikmin, but we get to the final boss and we both would just panic and be like and then lose our guys.
Yeah.
So my mom's never really beat it because she also, like me, is like, well, if the game's making me frustrated, I'm just not going to play it anymore. So
I need a setback.
So as I was in handheld mode in the living room with everyone else talking and stuff, I'm like, Mom, I think I just beat it. And she's like, what? So we both sat there and watched the final cutscene for the first. I've seen it before because I've watched people play it, but she's never seen the final cutscene before. So we sat there and watched it, and it was a cool thing. But yeah, I beat Pikmin for the first time. I've come close to. I've gotten to the final boss so many times. There's so many games where I'm like, you know what? I think I'll technically say I've beat it because I've gotten up to the final boss, and I know unless I know there's a lot of post game content, then I won't. But I'll claim to have beat it if I've gotten close to beating a boss and then dying and rage quitting. I'm like, I know that really doesn't count.
Yeah,
but it counts for my soul.
But now you can officially
say I've officially beat Pikmin. I beat it in 21 days. There's 30 days. You have So I don't know if you know anything about Pikmin, but you play as a guy named Olimar, and he's like flying through space, and he just careens right into an asteroid. He just sees it coming and is like, "Oh no!" and he like loses control and he hits it.
Yeah.
And crash lands on a planet that is called PNF 404, Earth. Spoiler alert: it's Earth. The first game doesn't make that obvious, but the second game is very obvious.
So you walk by the Statue of Liberty. Oh,
the first game, there's an area where there's water and there's like one of those Japanese soda bottles with with the bubble ball thing. Like that's sitting there, and there's a bunch of cans that have been open that have stuff in it where you're like, is this Earth? And then the second game, you're picking up treasures, and it's like Duracell batteries.
Oh, okay, so
and,
you're like,
and soda cap bottles and stuff, or soda bottle caps.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, this is Earth. When they re-released the game on Switch 2, all the branding got removed because they probably because they could at that point licensing and stuff. But like the original game had Duracell batteries, stinking RC Cola, and Dr. Pepper, and then Vlasic pickles. And just different things where it's like name brands, like not just like, oh, you got like Duracells in there, like so many name brands are in there. So he crash lands on this planet and he discovers these little guys called Pikmin, like, or he calls them Pikmin because they remind him of carrots back home that are called pick carrots.
Yeah.
And so he realizes if I throw these guys at stuff, they carry it for me. So you grow more guys, you get all 30 ship parts within 30 days, or his oxygen depletes and the poisonous oxygen kills him.
Yeah.
So you have a 30-day time limit to get all 30 parts. And so the whole replayability of the game, because it's so short, is try to get quicker. So I beat it in 21 days.
Nice.
So we'll see. I've seen people get to like day 11. You know, I'm sure there's like glitches that you can manipulate or whatever, but like legitimately playing the game, I'm sure maybe 9 days. It depends on how good you are at the game, how familiar you are with the game,
and the more you play it, the more quicker you'll
my
get there.
favorite Pikmin game is 4, not because it's the newest, but because I think it does what all three games that came before it kind of combines it all together into a really, really good package. And what do you know, the games after the first one don't have a day limit. So it's not as stressful. It's still stressful. The second game has a bunch of random, like, bombs are just falling from the sky now, kind of mechanics to it. You're like, okay. So you remove the day limit. You remove the day limit, but you throw a bunch of bull crap at me.
Exactly.
I see how it is. But that's my small talk. Is I got mad at one game, and so I
played another. I finally beat another one.
Yeah.
I think I said on the pod I dressed up as Uncharted or Nathan Drake for Halloween. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, you know what? I kind of get an itching to play Uncharted again. And so I started that Sunday night. And I'm like halfway through 2 right now. I was playing it before we recorded. But this week I also watched for the first time some of the Predator movies. Because Predator Badlands looks kind of cool. I watched the third one today. I'm like, not bad. Not bad. I'm not going to watch the Alien ones because the Alien movies stress me out. Mm-hmm. And they scare me. And Xenomorphs low-key scary. But Predator 2 and Predators, I really liked them. I'm excited to get to The Predator. And of course, Prey and Predator Kill the Killers are like critical acclaim with Dan Trachtenberg. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to get to that. That's all I did.
So on to our Wikipedia articles.
Yes.
Jay, do we want to start with yours?
We can start with mine. So this one, I went to Wiki Roulette, and the second one I got to was called Interpreting Anime.
Okay, interpreting anime?
Interpreting anime. So it's a 2018 reference work by the literature scholar Christopher Bolton.
Okay.
And I'm like, how fitting.
Chris Bolton, got it.
Chris Bolton.
Okay, I see the cover's got Akira on the front. Akira, that movie is, it's messed up.
I know the slide.
Yeah.
That's all I know about it.
Oh, you know the slide? No, dude. The plot itself it's almost it's a body horror movie, kind of.
Oh, no. It says, Rika Kormos' essay applauded the book's... Oh, it's a reception. Essay applauded the book's central analysis as Bolton does not barely rely on history. He tries to show us the mentality and even the national trauma that lies behind many anime works, end quote, allowing war to be presented as his main theme of discussion.
That's actually...
a whole thing.
That almost might be kind of interesting to kind of go into, like, here's some messed up stuff about anime. Let's see why it's messed up.
Yeah.
If that's what it's supposed to be, because there's some stuff about anime where you're like, they're working through some stuff.
Exactly.
And then there's some things
I've heard.
Then there's some things that happen in anime where you're like, you know what? We've Batman's been through some stuff, and DC Comics and Image Comics.
Yeah.
Image and IDW have some. Dark Horse. That's the one I was trying to think of. Image and Dark Horse have some plot lines where it's like, okay, so we can't. But it'd be interesting to do that with like animation in the United States and different things of like how is war and
it's kind of like how
you look up have you ever like looked into the war history of Japan and stuff like it?
I know
they've been through a lot both internally and externally. Which, what country hasn't? But
exactly. The whole rebellion and all that.
Yeah.
Box rebellion. I do see Akira on here. Speaking of his Akira chapter, she appreciated how he explored artists and their personal histories, which were rooted in cultural politics, calling his postmodernist take on the film strong. On the other hand, she was overwhelmed by his analysis of mecha anime, specifically Patlabor 2, which was bogged down in excessive detail with ideas centering on the characters' relationships of their established universe with the events of World War II that likely influenced the story's framework.
I mean, not every take in the book's going to be.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's pretty interesting.
And this is just it. This is all there is right here. Huh. There's a lot more than that, I'm not saying, but...
And obviously, there's not every anime is, because you hear some of these essays, and my knee jerk reaction was kind of like, well, of course we're gonna go into the artist's thing and see how trauma is.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, sometimes you just gotta go. I just wanted to make a story about a cute little guy, or
I was gonna say, I just want to make something where he comes back as slime.
Yeah, dude, the anime's good though, so.
Hey, I have no idea.
You just picked the first anime you could think of.
First weird thing I think of. I could think of the slew of titles that we've said where I'm like, you don't need a
that time I got reincarnated as a slime, reincarnated as a vending machine, and now under the dungeon depths.
There's the one that we said is Haley, where she will not clock out. Or something like that. She'll do anything to clock out on time.
Yeah, as a guild receptionist, I'll beat any boss even though I'm a guild receptionist, I'll beat any boss to clock out on time.
Yep.
Yeah. That one I actually watched.
Like the general themes. Is it Haley?
Sort of. There's this whole, like, her whole reasoning for, like, working as hard as the way she does is, like, kind of like, you're like, oh. And then, like, her reasoning for why she feels the way about the adventurers that she's a receptionist for, you're like, okay, because she had, like, this guy she looked up to, and he passed away, and so she's like,
I think you told me about this.
So adventurers just die, so that's just, so anyway.
You might have said this on the pod, actually. Now,
but it is very funny for her to have like these moments of just like, well, if you would, like, her inside voice happens all the time where she's like, well, if you would just turn around and leave because we literally just locked the doors. And he's like, come on, man, I'm in a hurry. And she's like, no, I just locked the doors. Yes, sir, come right on in.
Oh, yes.
Anyway.
Oh. That is all I have for the Wikipedia.
So I have two.
I thought it was funny that it landed on interpreting anime from me.
We have High Lonesome, the Randy Travis album. The seventh studio album by American country music artist Randy Travis. It was released on August 27th, 1991 by Warner Records. 4 singles were released from the album, none of which have their own Wikipedia article. Forever Together, Better Class of Losers, and I'd Surrender All, and Point of Light. All of these singles except Point of Light were co-written by Travis and Alan Jackson. Conversely, Travis co-wrote Jackson's 1992 number one, She's Got the Rhythm and I Got the Blues, from his album A Lot About Livin' and a Little About Love.
Oh, I know that song. Yeah, I don't recognize it.
No, here we go. They got their own Wikipedia articles. They're just not at the top for some reason. They're just at the bottom. We got our track listings. We got Let Me Try, Oh, What a Time to Be, Heart of Hearts, Point of Light, Forever Together, Better Class of Losers, I'd Surrender All, High Lonesome, Allergic to the Blues, and I'm Gonna Have a Little Talk, featuring Schlitz Travis. Take Six. Take Six is an American a cappella gospel sextet formed in 1980 on the campus of Oakwood College in Huntsville, Alabama. The group integrates jazz with spiritual and inspirational lyrics. Take Six has received several Grammy Awards, as well as a Dove Awards, a Soul Train Award, and multiple nominations.
I was like, where are you getting all that? I'm like, oh, you clicked on it?
Yeah, I clicked on it. Look, I know it's not, but all of what I can think of when you hear I'd Surrender All, you know, Christian upbringing, I'd surrender all.
That's exactly what I thought of.
I saw this comedian the other day. It was like, you know, you're getting to the weird stuff when the pastor's like, all right, open up your hymn books to number 530.
Ours go to, like, for some reason, like 673 or something like that. And
yeah.
Like, oh my goodness. I see like a single digit up on the board. I'm like, oh.
So you know how like some hotels will skip the number 13 on the floors, or like in other countries it'd be like the number 7 or number 14, or like whatever's the unlucky number.
Skip 666?
I was going to say, do hymn books skip 666? I've never looked.
This is our project for tomorrow. We'll both come back. This is our reporting. We need to report on the other guy.
We need to go. What was I? Oh, yeah, Gravity Falls. I was going to see if that place was still open. We're going to forget by
We
next
have
week.
we have 3 different investigations going on. This is now an investigation podcast.
Anyway, so I have that one. And then I also have the Benaja Gray Log House. It's a historic log house in
How do you spell that? I want to read it too.
Benajah.
Oh, is it like
And then Gray, Gray, and Log House.
in Tennessee?
Yeah, it's in Antioch.
Tennessee.
I don't know how you would pronounce that. Anyway,
Our Christian upbringing.
Tennessee. Antioch, Tennessee.
Spider-Man suit. Move on.
The land was granted to Lardner Clark in 1784. In the early 1800s, Benajah Gray, son of American Revolutionary War veteran James Gray, purchased some acres of land. He proceeded to build the log house in 1805. By the 1870s, it became a horse breeding farm. It was subsequently inherited by his descendants, and in the 1980s, it belonged to Gray's great-great-granddaughter, Ernestine Huffman. The house has been listed on the National Register of Historic Places since July 11th, 1985, which I think is funny because in 1985, that's about the time a couple local places for us were put in the registry, I wouldn't know.
I want to know why they changed, because his name is spelled Benajay, and why they changed the name of the house to Jah.
Maybe that's how people pronounced it.
Benajah.
Yeah, like they were like, you know,
Benajah.
he's like, I'm Benajah, or I'm Benajah Gray, you know, kind of.
I'm Benajah Gray. Welcome to Antioch, Tennessee. The real victim here is whoever gave Lardner his first name. Fortunately, there's not an article we can go to for that.
Lardner?
Lardner.
Yeah, Lardner Clark.
Let's Lardner Clark, see what he comes up as. We're exiting out of Wikipedia, now we're going straight to Google. The first thing that comes up is find a grave.
Lardner Clark, 1756 to 1801. When was the house given to him? 1784. So, husband of Elizabeth Bowen, son of Colonel Elijah Clark of New Jersey. Unless we also have Lardner Clark. No, it wouldn't be this Lardner Clark, because he was born in 1814. Find a grave, Lardner Clark, 1756, 1801. He was only 44 years old. He's buried in the St. Genevieve Memorial Cemetery in St. Genevieve County. It's the Memorial Cemetery in St. Genevieve, Missouri.
Oh,
Is where he's buried.
so when I Google Lardner Clark, you know what the 4th listing is on Google?
Oh, what is it?
You go back.
Family
just
search.
Say that. No, say, like Google Lardner
Tommy
Clark.
Lee Jones.
Yes.
For me, it's number 5.
Oh, number 5. Mine's number 4. The actor Tommy Lee Jones. Is he an ancestor, do you think?
Jones was married to Kate Lardner. That's why because you're Googling Lardner, so it's just gonna pop up.
Oh,
So
okay.
His first wife was Catherine Lardner.
Well, that's not as fun.
Married for 7 years.
I thought we'd have a discovery on our hands.
Man, this random house in Tennessee was owned by the descendants of
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones, born in Texas. You know, some of the things I've heard about, like how he was with like Jim Carrey and stuff. Texas makes sense.
Absolutely. Just his resting face screams Texas to me.
Let's see.
We say that. I love Tommy Lee Jones.
National Register of Historic Places, Missouri. No, not Missouri. I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
I'm gonna go with.
There's a Chisago, Minnesota.
I'll go with Alaska.
Or Chisago County, Minnesota. We have the Gustav Anderson House, a 1879 brick Italianate house of a notable settler and land speculator, now a County Historical Society museum. It does not have a Wikipedia article, so other than Googling, I cannot look too deep into that one. We have the Center City Historic District, Chisago County's best preserved late 19th, early 20th century residential district, whose 19 houses and 1 church also reflect the area's Swedish Lutheran heritage.
In Minnesota?
In Minnesota.
That makes sense. I don't know why,
in
but it makes
Center
sense.
City, Minnesota, which is a town of 629 people.
Give me a number 1 through 30, because this is broken up by boroughs.
28.
Alaska. 28. We're going to go to Wrangell, Alaska, which has 4 sites in the National Registry. Chief Shake's Historic Site, Edelin Canoe, Judith Ann Riverboat, and St. Philip's Episcopal Church. Former listing, you can get taken off the list?
You can, yeah.
Wrangell Public School.
It's really more of just a way to preserve that a building won't get torn down or like upkeep. And I would imagine it's probably how the people in charge of that
Wrangell.
of the building could, were they keeping it up? Were they able to, stay in operation, different things like that? Because I would imagine if some random abandoned building was considered historical, then that's just a building that's sitting there for...
Yeah, true. This one was listed in May 16th, 1978, the Wrangell Public School, and it was removed on May 10th, 1996. The description says it was originally the public school, became the town hall in 1931, demolished in 1996. So demolished, I'm assuming on May 10th, the same day it didn't become. It's got like one of those red links for Wikipedia.
How to get removed from National Historic Registry. It must be a written petition to appropriate state officers why a property no longer meets the criteria. So if a property no longer meets the criteria for being considered a historical landmark, it can lose that title.
It's fine what the criteria is.
Or I could also see it being like if it's now a health hazard, then the building should probably just be
true.
True. Because the big thing about historical things is you want to keep up, you want upkeep, you want to make sure people can go there.
The criteria for being labeled one is A, an event. The property must make a contribution to the major pattern of American history. B, person is associated with significant people of the American past. C, design/construction concerns the distinctive characteristics of the building by its architecture and construction, including having great artistic value or being the work of a master. Or D, information potential is satisfied if the property has yielded or may be likely to yield information important to prehistory or history.
Huh.
So I guess it didn't match any of those in 1996.
On that note, I think we've gone down some...
Enough?
Done some
good rabbit holes
here.
Should I get my releases?
Yes, sir.
In movies, on Saturday, November 1st, The Cut came to streaming. I did miss this last week. The Cut hit Paramount+. It's a psychological thriller about an aging boxer played by Orlando Bloom who comes out of retirement for a high-profile fight only to have to make a drastic weight cut in just 6 days. On Tuesday, November 4th, The Smashing Machine came to VOD and digital. On Wednesday, November 5th, The Fantastic Four First Steps dropped on Disney+. And in streaming, Finding Love released on Amazon Prime Video, stranded in Colorado after a devastating holiday revelation. A talented but overlooked NYC designer finds unexpected love, transforming her life and career path. On Friday, November 7th in theaters, Sarah's Oil released in the early 1900s. Young Sarah Rector believes there's oil beneath the barren land she's allotted in Indian Territory. As greedy sharks close in, Sarah turns to family, friends, and some Texas wildcatters to maintain control over oil-rich land, eventually becoming one of the first female African-American millionaires. Nuremberg released. As the Nuremberg trials are set to begin, a U.S. Army psychiatrist gets locked in a dramatic psychological showdown with accused Nazi war criminal Hermann Göring. Predator Badlands, for the fourth episode in a row, released. Cast out from its clan, an alien hunter and an unlikely ally embark on a treacherous journey in search of the ultimate adversary. Die, My Love released. Grace, a writer and young mother, is slowly slipping into madness. Locked away in an old house in Montana, her increasingly agitated and erratic behavior leaves her companion Jackson worried and helpless. Grand Prix of Europe released. Disguised as her favorite race car driver, a young mouse named Etta faces a series of traps and challenges as she competes in the Grand Prix of Europe. Little Amelie, or the character of Rain, released. Amelie is a little Belgian girl born in Japan. Thanks to her friend Nishio-san, the world is full of adventure and discovery. On her third birthday, an event changes the course of her life. Christy released in theaters. Christy Martin never imagined life beyond her small-town roots in West Virginia until she discovered a knack for punching people. Fueled by grit, raw determination, and an unshakable desire to win, she charges into the world of boxing under the guidance of her trainer and manager-turned-husband, Jim. Flaunting a fiery persona in the ring, her toughest battles start to unfold outside of it as she confronts family, identity, and a relationship that just might become life or death. Long Shadows released in theaters. When a young boy's mother and father are savagely murdered, he ages out of an orphanage intent on revenge, but the love of a girl and psychological trauma lead him down a mystifying path. Sentimental Value got a limited release. Sisters Nora and Agnes are reunited with their eccentric father, Gustav, a famous director who disappeared long ago. He offers Nora the lead role in his new film. And in streaming, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein for the 4th episode in a row, released on Netflix. On the TV side of things, Sunday, November 2nd saw the series premiere of I Love L.A. on HBO, the series premiere of Robin Hood on MGM+, Season 2 premiere of In the Eye of the Storm on Discovery, Season 2 premiere of Harry Potter Wizards of Baking on the Food Network, and Episode 2 of It Welcome to Derry, which we do have. Friend of the pod, Trent, did send me a review while we were talking about our Wikipedia articles of Episode 2. He said, Episode 2 of It, Welcome to Derry was an amazing follow-up from the first episode. It has a painful reminder of what happened previously and showed the aftermath. The drama was intense as difficult choices were made, making me super excited for the next one. Good thing he sends that because we're both not going to watch it. Monday, November 3rd, Season 2 premiere of St. Denis Medical dropped on NBC. Tuesday, November 4th saw Season 1 of All's Fair premiere on Hulu, and Season 2 of Squid Game The Challenge released on Netflix. Thursday, November 6th saw The Bad Guys Breaking In Season 1 released on Netflix. And Friday, November 7th saw the Season 2 premiere and series premiere of Happy's Place and Stumble, both respectively on NBC. The Pluribus got its series premiere on Apple TV, and The Unbelievable with Dan Aykroyd had its Season 3 premiere on the History Channel. In music, just one quick note on Wicked One Wonderful Night aired on NBC Thursday night, and it featured the first snippets of the 2 new songs in Wicked for Good, No Place Like Home, performed by Cynthia Erivo, and The Girl in the Bubble, performed by Ariana Grande. I watched that, and it was awesome to watch. Jonathan Bailey couldn't make it, and so, like, Bowen Yang, Marissa Bode, and Ethan Slater both, like, wore... Did you see it? Mm-hmm. Both wore the Fiero costumes as audition for it. I loved it. That is all my releases.
November 3rd saw Age of Empires 4 make its way to PS5, as well as the Dynasties of the East DLC releasing on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. Devil Jam released on all major platforms from Rogueside. Battle hordes of demonic monsters, upgrade your abilities, and acquire new skills. Customize your build with hundreds of item combinations, and rise through the ranks to fulfill your ultimate metal destiny. Conquer hell in this thrilling roguelite survivors game. Dream Garden released on PC from Campfire Studio, an easygoing simulation game about creating tiny Japanese-inspired garden dioramas. Use a wide selection of plants, decorations, and tools to build and nurture the Zen garden retreat of your dreams. Tavern Keeper released on PC from Greenheart Games. From the creators of Game Dev Tycoon comes Tavern Keeper, a cozy, chaotic management sim featuring a powerful decoration sandbox and a magical storybook RPG. November 4th saw the release of Beyond the Grove on PC from Not a Duck. Summon nature's army in this charming RTS-inspired auto-battler. With your troop of mushroom warriors and over 50 unique elemental golems by your side, command your fun guy forces to push back the corruption beyond your grove. Strategize, adapt, and overcome. Europa Universalis 5, released on PC from Paradox Tinto and Paradox Interactive. Use war, trade, or diplomacy to satisfy your grandest ambitions and dominate 5 centuries of history in the newest version of Europa Universalis, Paradox Interactive's flagship historical grand strategy game. Football Manager 26, released on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation from developer Sports Interactive and publisher Sega. Step into the dugout and experience the future of football management. I have seen mostly negative reviews of that one.
Is it football as in like football or like soccer football?
I'm not sure. I didn't look at the screenshots long enough.
Fair.
It was a green field. Does that narrow it down?
No.
There were white markings. Does that narrow it down?
It's not basketball.
Okay. Or hockey, right?
Or hockey. No.
No field hockey
on a field. I was thinking of a random patch of ice. I wasn't even thinking of field hockey.
Let's Sing 2026 released on Switch, Switch 2, Xbox, and PlayStation from Plyon. Whether you're warming up your vocal cords solo, teaming up with duets, or competing with friends, Let's Sing 2026 delivers an unbeatable playlist and endless entertainment. Featuring 35 chart-topping songs, there's something for everyone, from modern hits to timeless classics. Master Lemon, The Quest for Iceland, released on all major platforms from Pepita Digital. Harness the power of language, memory, and friendship in this unforgettable narrative adventure. Join Lemon on his quest to become a master of language and save a mysterious world from a memory-erasing plague. Outside the Blocks, released on PC from Michael Cubis. Unleash your creativity and design your own diorama in Outside the Blocks, a full-featured model builder. Shape the terrain, assemble modular houses and decorations, and put your creation on display. November 5th saw the release of Biped 2 on all major platforms from Next Studios, Playjoy Studios, and Meta Publishing. Biped 2 is a co-op action-adventure game game with a strong focus on moment-to-moment collaboration, alone or between 2 to 4 players. Bloodgrounds entered early access on PC from Exordium Games and Daedalic Entertainment. Bloodgrounds merges tactical turn-based combat with strategic management, RPG, and roguelike elements. Forged into the pits of the arena, you fought your way out, and now as a wealthy patron, you recruit, train, and command your team of hardened gladiators to glory or death. Dark Quest IV, released on all major platforms from Brain Seal. Dark Quest returns in its 4th installment, a turn-based strategy adventure inspired by the legendary Hero Quest board game. Enter a realm of perilous dungeons, cunning traps, and powerful magic as you lead your party of heroes against the forces of the Dark Sorcerer. Dinkum made its way to Switch. That is the farming sim set in the Australian outback, I believe.
Ooh.
Fish Stick Protocol, released on PC from Maracas Studio. Gather up to 8 players and dive into chaotic procedural dimensions to collect artifacts for the owner's peculiar galleries. Expect weird gravity, killer plants, and nonsensical anomalies. If anything happens to you, somebody will take the next shift. That just sounds like a regular job. And
It does.
you're replaceable.
No. And never forget it.
Foolish Mortals, released on PC from Inkling Studio, Louisiana, 1933. Is it because we were talking about mortality?
I thought the company was calling you a foolish moral.
Foolish Mortals, released on PC from Inklingwood Studio, Louisiana, 1933. 30 years ago, an entire wedding suddenly and mysteriously vanished on the island of Devil's Rock. Well, if it's called Devil's Rock, why would you have your wedding there? That sounds like a place that people are going to disappear. And with it went the location of the lost treasure of Bellamore Manor. To find it, you might need to die too. A cozy, story-driven point-and-click adventure game of the merry and macabre. Strange Seed, released on PC for developer Chronicle Games and publisher Slug Disco. You could.
The title. It's just 180. Not really a 180 from what we were talking about.
You're a lowly blob with the ability to evolve any... With the ability to evolve any DNA you eat. You don't have to stay that way. Upgrade parts to fight, run, fly, and overcome your environment. Mammals, birds, insects, dinosaurs, everything is on your menu.
Is this just me? What is it? What can you start that again?
You're a lowly blob.
A lowly?
Yep, with the ability to evolve any DNA you eat.
Dude, what's this called?
Strange Seed on PC.
I need to get that. Oh, never mind. It's on PC.
We're going to get you a PC eventually. Vivid World, released on PC from Azobism. A follow-up to the hit game Vivid Night, Vivid World is a completely new party-building, roguelike strategy game. Our story takes place in the underworld, a land ruled by demons. Utilize and master our protagonist Lumeria's new jewel magic to conquer strange dungeons. November 6th saw the most releases this week. Amanda the Adventurer 3, released on PC from Mangled Maw and Dread XP. And the thrilling conclusion to the Amanda the Adventurer trilogy, follow Riley as they uncover the ultimate secrets behind Amanda, Hamlin, and mysteries that have plagued Kinsdale for decades. That is the Dora the Explorer ring tapes kind of game. Cosmic Coop, released on PC from Omnivorian. Attract adorable critterlings, grow a thriving garden, craft charming items, and enjoy cozy companionship in a world full of surprises. Crabs Must Die, released on PC from Roman Karlamov. You have crash-landed on a forgotten planet and must survive in a hostile open world filled with mutated crabs and other enemies. Armed with weapons and a beat-up bike and a few skills, you'll explore, fight, scavenge, and level up. A compact open-world shooter with the light RPG and survival elements. Dino Cop, released on PC from Pieces Games. When dinosaurs were brought back to life, none wanted to be a cop, so humans made you Dino Cop. Investigate the guests of the Crustaceous Hotel to crack a meaty case that will confront you with your most profound existential dilemma. Who brought human meat to the Dinosaur Rights Convention?
What is this on?
PC. Hey, man, that sounds like Let's Play material to me. I don't know about you.
It absolutely is. Dude, this week was cooking with these games.
Egging On, released on PC, PS5, and Xbox from developer Egobound and publisher Alibi Games and Indie Arc. The game is hard-boiled. Face the challenge of being a real fragile egg. Escape the henhouse and jump, roll, or climb your way through a farm, shop, factory, and other perilous environments. With some determination, you might just reach your freedom.
That's also a Let's Play.
Right. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment I can't talk. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, released on Switch 2 from Koei Tecmo and Nintendo. Experience the epic battles of the Imprisoning War firsthand in Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, only for Nintendo Switch 2. Step up on the battlefield as Princess Zelda, King Rauru, and other legendary heroes as you fight to reclaim your homeland. Live the story of the Demon King Ganondorf's invasion and uncover ancient truths that were only glimpsed in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Apparently, the other story, like the first Hyrule Warriors, that was based on Breath of the Wild, or it's technically the second Hyrule Warriors, but the first of these two sets of Hyrule Warrior games wasn't canon. It's some time travel what if version of the events that happened before Breath of the Wild. Oh. This is actually supposed to be the canon story of what happened, which is cool because I was hoping it would be, because the other story not being canon kind of bothered me a little bit, because they kind of took out what could have been really emotional moments of playing the last moments of certain characters who die because of the events of the game. And then for them to be like, actually, this is a what if everyone lived story. So it's like, okay.
Yeah. Stakes.
It Takes a War, released on PC from Thomas McKinnon and Pantaloon. Graphics, guns, glory. Get ready to drop in a devastatingly real depiction of the battlefield as you and your team take on a relentless foe. It Takes a War presents a new vision for the for team-based tactical shooter. Jitter entered early access on PC from Burko Games, a sci-fi exploration and survival game where you take on the role of a spaceship's AI. Explore, fight, and survive across a mining colony in the main asteroid belt. Rebuild your ship, rescue your crew, reveal the truth behind your mission. Maelstrom Legacy, the Tesla Mystery, released on PC from Wistfulware and 2P Games. The Tesla Mystery is a puzzle-driven adventure game. Join the journey of investigation in a Paris infused with steampunk and art Nouveau styles. Nikola Tesla, mastermind behind the science conference, has vanished under mysterious circumstances. Now, uncover the truth and find the hidden city. Uncover the truth hidden in the city. I can't read or talk. Apparently, this is a Professor Layton inspired game. There's not a whole lot of those, and you know how I am with those games. So.
Yeah.
Overcooked 2 made its way to Switch 2. Rebel Engine, released on PC from Seven Leaf Clover and Wandering Wizard. Rebel Engine mixes the stylish combat of hack and slash with the speed and gunplay of a 90s first-person shooter in a unique, fast-paced action game. Combine gunshots with melee attacks to create devastating combos. Lead the rebellion against the concrete megacorporation and liberate all of robot kind. Service with a Shotgun, released on PC from Nolan Van Cycle and Silver Lining Interactive. Service with a Shotgun, or SWAS, is a mix-up of visual novel storytelling and chaotic wave game shooting. You're the last poor soul manning a beat-up roadside shop in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Shoot straight, talk fast. Surely nothing can go wrong, right? Siberia Remastered, released on PC, PS5, and Xbox from Virtualise Gaming and Microids. Rediscover the clockpunk universe of Benoit Sokal in this fully remastered version of the Siberia game. Join Katie, Walker, and Oscar, a strange and charming automaton, in a pursuit of the brilliant inventor Hans Vorarlberg, and embark on an adventure more immersive and poetic than ever. The Last Caretaker entered early access on PC from Channel 37. The Last Caretaker is a thoughtful take on the survival crafting genre where every decision you make and every action has a consequence. It offers a deep world exploration experience where step by step you uncover the truth behind the reawakening of the Last Caretaker. Tiny Lands 2, released on PC and Switch from Hyper 3 Studios, Hidden Trap, and True Color Games. Take your perception into a new dimension with the relaxing sense of photorealistic miniature scenes in Tiny Lands 2. Find the differences in stories by exploring handcrafted 3D dioramas. Can you find them all? Whiskerwood, released on PC from Minakata Dynamics and Hooded Horse. Establish a home of your industrious mice under the oppressive paw of your cat overlords in the city builder, featuring complex simulations, intricate production chains, and the age-old rivalry between cat and mouse. Man, the Tom and Jerry franchise is just getting
way off the bat.
Yeah.
This is Tom and Jerry or Itchy and Scratchy.
November 7th saw the release of Pizza Delivery on PC, PS5, and Xbox from Eric Osuna and Dolores Entertainment. A Pizza Delivery is a narrative exploration game with puzzle elements focused on connecting with people. Share pizza with charming characters to uncover their stories and your own. Drive and explore a strange, meditative world filled with secrets. Anima Gate of Memories 1 and 2 Remastered, released on PC, PS5, and Xbox from Anima Project, a third-person action RPG that brings to life the world of Gaia from the Anima Beyond Fantasy RPG tabletop books. Explore a deep and multifaceted story where your choices and actions directly impact the journey and decide the fate of characters. Sword of Justice, released on PC from Zurong Studio. Sword of Justice is sparking a rebellion against outdated RPG builds. The groundbreaking open-world MMO defies tradition with stunning visuals and immersive, lifelike atmosphere that deeply influences the game world. Step into the pulsing martial world and experience its breathtaking allure. And finally, Void Train, released on PC and Xbox from Hype Train Digital. Become a crew member of the Interdimensional Express Train. Discover a new world full of mysterious creatures, enemies, and places. Upgrade and customize your train, gather new materials, and build better weapons. Play solo or online with up to 4 people. And that's my releases for this week.
I have my first batch of miscellaneous and posters. We didn't get a lot. Got another poster for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, new poster for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and our first poster for Michael. In terms of trailers, we got a first trailer for a Very Jonas Christmas movie releasing next week on Disney Plus. I wasn't able to watch that with sound because I think I was teaching that day. We got a final trailer for Now You See Me, Now You Don't on the second episode in a row, also releasing next week in theaters. We got a first trailer for Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair, releasing December 5th in theaters. For those who do not remember, that is the re-release of both Kill Bills combined with some extra stuff included. We got a new trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, releasing December 5th in theaters. Did they show Chica?
Yes, they did. No voices.
No voices?
None of the animatronics in the trailer had their voices, which is interesting. I was telling Sam, which I need to watch the first one, and Sam was like, "Yeah, you could skip it," because she's watched it.
Yeah.
But she kind of wants to see this one, and I'm like, yeah, they're definitely leaning more in on the horror this time, though. Mm-hmm. The first time there were horror elements, but it was more slasher. This seems like it's more like the kind of slasher that I expected from Five Nights at Freddy's instead of, which makes sense because.
Didn't the second game have the little boy thing?
Yeah. So get ready for nerdy explanation time. So in the first game, the animatronics they're possessed by the spirits of the kids that were killed by who we eventually find out to be Springtrap or William Afton, Matthew Lillard's character. So in the second game, you have those, but they're all withered away and like broken. And then you have the toy animatronics, which are new versions that aren't possessed. They're just malfunctioning robots that see any adult as a threat.
Yeah.
So making the second one more of the oh no, killer robots on the loose because it's actually within the way the games are written are killer robots. It makes more sense because like the first game, yes, they kill adults because they're possessed by kids who remember being killed by an adult, so that they just go in fight or flight mode or fight mode and protect any kids that they possibly can. Yeah. Where this seems more like, Yeah. So it's cool that they're doing it. It makes more sense. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the third one, if they follow that way, was the third.
The third one was that the house?
The third movie is the fourth movie is the house.
Okay, because I'm thinking of when Smosh played.
The third game is when you're in the first pizzeria is turned into like a haunted house attraction, and Springtrap is the only actual animatronic in the whole thing, and everyone else is a hallucination. So it'll be interesting to see if they just skip that concept and go straight to 4. But 4 is they're also implied to be all hallucinations too. Yeah. So who knows? Because I know they want to at least do a trilogy. I think it was someone in the creative process expressed interest, but yeah. That is your nerdy explanation for
Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
For Five Nights at Freddy's 2 on writing wise, why it makes sense that this movie is more on the animatronics being the killers than the first one was.
Yeah. We got our new trailer for Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2, releasing December 10th on Disney+. Season 2 of The Night Manager dropped its first trailer, releasing January 11th on Amazon Prime Video. We got the first trailer surprise drop for Michael, releasing April 24th in theaters, which I saw so many reactions to on TikTok. Did you watch it?
No.
It's so good, dude. It's like, I think they're going to go up to, I say up to, through the making of Thriller, the album.
Okay.
Because that's where like a lot of his early big hits came
And
from.
then
Obviously.
it's a 2-part movie, isn't it?
Not confirmed yet. That's something I was going to say. It's not confirmed yet. It probably will be because there's so much to it. And they had to redo the whole third act because of stuff. But I mean, it's already going to be 3 hours long. They said there's going to be 30 songs in it already. And I think that was before they said that they talked about splitting it into 2. Of course, it's Michael Jackson.
Yeah. At that point, make a TV show.
Yeah.
Or a series of TV movies or something. You know.
But dude, watch the trailer because there's like, the way they incorporate like 8 different songs in the music wise. Like one dude on TikTok was like, he counted 4 different songs on top of each other the way they mixed it.
Oh, wow.
I heard people saying whoever mixed the music for this trailer deserves a raise because it is so good. It's just barely over a minute. And Jafar Jackson looks so much like him because it's his nephew.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And he sounds like him. He speaks in one shot in the end, and it sounds exactly like him. We got our new trailer a reveal trailer for the Godzilla -1 sequel titled Godzilla -Zero, releasing in 2026 in theaters, and our first trailer for Stranger Things Tales from 85, releasing on Netflix in 2026. In release dates, Godzilla -Zero is eyeing a late 2026 release. V for Vendetta will have a major theatrical re-release on November 5th, 2026, to celebrate the film's 20th anniversary. Cocomelon the movie releases February 26, 2027 in theaters. K-Pop Demon Hunters 2 is aiming to release in 2029 on Netflix. And Gremlins 3 releases November 19th in 2027 in theaters, with Chris Columbus set to direct and Zach Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein from Final Destination Bloodlines writing the script. In castings, Ty West's A Christmas Carol has cast Tremel Tillman and Ian McKellen. Tremel Tillman will play the Ghost of Christmas Present when there's no news yet on who Ian McKellen will play. Joseph Kaczynski's Miami Vice, he confirms that Michael B. Jordan and Austin Butler are in talks to star. And that is all for my first batch of miscellaneous.
In my gaming news, Grand Theft Auto 6 was once again delayed to November 19th, 2026, and Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra has been delayed to later in 2026. Which was the immediate karma. You can blame Jay for this.
I told you
Jay
that.
was like, hey, Grand Theft Auto, it's sad that it's delayed, but I don't care. I still got Marvel 1943 coming, and then...
And then I scroll two scrolls
tweets.
figure widths, and I see Marvel 1943 delayed to later in 2026, and I'm like...
The U.S. Patent Office's John Squires has ordered a re-examination of Nintendo's recent patent on summoning NPCs to fight for you, following multiple IP lawyers' concerns and other questionable aspects of the patentability of the subject. And this follows concerns over the patent's interpretability, allowing for Nintendo and Pokemon Company to potentially sue not only the Palworld IP, but IP such as Digimon and Persona, who are owned by partners of Nintendo. So it's
Are you suing yourself?
So that's basically like the patent offices in Japan and the United States are finally going, wait a second. So we don't know if this means that the patents are going to be like undone. They're re-examining for that.
Yeah.
Square Enix has announced another mass layoff of 137 UK employees and an unknown number of US employees potentially at risk as well, in an effort to consolidate publishing and development into Japan. Focus basically leaving their Western studios to just focus on translation and advertisement, basically. Yeah. And even then, they released another statement saying by 2027 they would like a lot of those jobs to be replaced by AI to save themselves money and stuff. So it's like, Square Enix, make some of my favorite games of all time, but boy, are they like the most... Look at Square Enix and Sony before you start, like when it comes to the bad business decisions.
Listen, you ain't got to look past Coke for 2 years in a row making completely AI Christmas commercials.
Don't even get me started on. Did you see their statement for why they did it with AI for a second year of the genie has been released from the bottle, there's no putting it back? Like, what kind of supervillain?
Yep.
stuff is going on here.
Yep.
That's why
It's like the games. Coke makes some good drinks, but at what cost?
Sonic Racing Cross Worlds Nintendo Switch 2 Edition will launch December 4th. Owners of the Switch 1 versions can get the upgrade for 50% off until December 10th. And anyone who purchases the game by December 17th will receive the Werehog character pack. The Roots biome has been added to Peak as of November 5th. A cinematic trailer was released for the upcoming sci-fi turn-based strategy game Menace, releasing in early access on PC February 6th, 2026. Frostpunk 2 Fractured Utopia's DLC set a release date of December 8th, 2025. A new tactical roguelike RPG titled Odds Chronicles was announced. Uses dice roll battles and diorama-like stages as you fight for a fallen kingdom, coming to PC. Pillars of Eternity released a beta test for new turn-based mode on November 5th. The Witch's Bakery will release on Xbox and PS5 alongside the PC version in 2026. Leaf Blower Company releases on PC November 17th. Arok Digital has announced Warhammer Survivors, a roguelike survivors game coming to PC in 2026. Pigeon Simulator is coming to Xbox November 11th.
Yeah.
Drownlight was announced, a city-building survival simulator set in a post-apocalyptic oceanic world coming to PC. An 8-player online party game, Chicken Chicken, was announced, in which players play as chickens and compete in climbing, racing, and more mini-games coming to PC. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4's 7th DLC expansion and the next-gen versions of the game for PS5, Xbox, and Switch 2 were released on November 21st. Pyramid Head and Castlevania's Dracula, alongside Cheryl Mason and Trevor Belmont as survivors, will be coming to Dead by Daylight for a limited time alongside the new 2v8 mode in an event lasting between November 6th to November 20th. Clash Cleaner Simulator will come to PS5 and Xbox February 12th. Everhome was announced, a serene building sim game coming to PC from Cloverbyte. Strange Overlord was announced, a musical action-adventure game coming to PS4, PS5, PC, and Switch in 2026. Nintendo Switch 2 has officially sold 10.36 million units, based on data gathered from June 6th to September 30th. This is a record-breaking amount, leaving with this as the biggest console launch of all time. For reference, the OG Switch sold 4.7 million in its first 6 months, and PS5 sold 7.8 million in its first 6 months. And this is 10.30. Yeah, this is 10.36 in roughly 4 months.
Yeah.
Additionally, Mario Kart World sold 9.57 million copies. Most of those were because it was bundled with. Yeah. And Donkey Kong Bonanza sold 3.49 million. Nintendo has now raised its projected sales goals to 19 million by the end of the fiscal year. This was raised from the initial goal of 15 million. Pretty good numbers.
Huge.
Naughty Dog celebrated 40 years this week. I didn't get an exact date, and we just have a year.
40 years.
Yeah. Technically 41, but it didn't become Naughty Dog until a year into establishment. Nintendo launched the Nintendo Store app 5 years after launching it as the My Nintendo app in Japan only. It is launched on Android and iOS. Nintendo users can purchase digital and physical games, hardware, and merchandise, as well as look at game activity data on various consoles connected to your account. Cloud gaming has now been added to the PlayStation Portables functionality, or PlayStation
Backbone.
I think
the mobile one.
The mobile one. So you can now stream games by cloud rather than needing to connect to a nearby PS5. A PlayStation Plus premium subscription is required. But you know how Jay earlier this year we went on vacation and he tried and he realized he needed to be pretty close to it. Basically works to start setting it basically up. Works like a Wii U gamepad works, where you can't really leave the house with it because then it'll be too far from the PS5. Now that's no longer a problem as long as you have a premium subscription
and a place to charge your phone.
Yeah. Upcoming cinematic dog adventure game Hounded from Imprint Studios got a gameplay reveal trailer. Follow the border collie Duke as he searches for his master, the leader of rebellion. I did not get
what it's coming to,
but that is a game that was announced and got a gameplay trailer. Dragon Ball Z content was added to Minecraft. And finally, Pokemon Legends ZA released a trailer for its Mega Dimension DLC, revealing an alternate dimension Lumiose called Hyperspace Lumiose, in which Pokemon leveled beyond level 100 can be fought, new Mega Evolution Pokemon, and more. The DLC will launch December 10th, and the game's been out for about 3 weeks, and so I have a review from Trent.
Yes, Trent's holding up our reviews.
Pokemon Legends ZA is definitely one of the most fun games I've played in a while. The Pokemon available is incredible. Most of my favorites and go-tos are in there, and the Mega Evolutions are fantastic. The story is absolutely incredible and feels so real. Helping out some friends, joining a team, and getting into hot water with other teams in the city makes for a fun and enjoyable story. I think if a game is fun and playable, it's a great game. This is a hot take, but the game looks great too. People have complained about the walls of the city having flat textures, which is a valid complaint, but here's my opinion. It's Pokemon. You catch creatures and fight. The fact that we have open world games now is insane.
Yes.
The game is amazing. If you love Pokemon and all its creatures, Pokemon Legends ZA is a great choice. I'm excited for the DLC. He and I were talking about that where I was like, it's Pokemon. I don't expect, after 3 console games not looking the greatest, I don't expect much in that department. As long as they can get those suckers to run, because the last one before this one took a while to get it to actually run good. Yeah. Took a few patches.
And like you said, it's an open world Pokemon.
Yeah. At least we have it.
Yeah.
Maybe the next game will be the one where they go into a lot of detail, but who knows? Probably not. The Pokemon Company doesn't seem too keen on actually making their games look good. So
because all people care about is catching the Pokemon.
Yeah, as long as the character models look good. Yeah, the character models look good, is from what I've seen. So that is Trent's review of Pokemon Legends ZA, and that is my news for this week.
On my second batch of miscellaneous, so in new looks, like as we previously said, we got a new look at Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which featured our first look at Skeet Ulrich's character, and a new look at the Withered animatronics. And for Michael, we got a new look at Jafar Jackson as his uncle Michael Jackson, and first look at Miles Teller as Michael Jackson's attorney. For Mandalorian and Grogu, we got a new look at the Anzellans named Bai, Clang, and Keto. And we got a first clip from Wicked for Good. And first looks, we got our first look at Keke Palmer, Naomi Ackie, and Taylor Page, and I Love Boosters, also starring Poppy Lou, Isaac Gonzalez, Lakeith Stanfield, and Demi Moore. The film follows a ring of shoplifters who take aim at a cutthroat fashion maven. We got our first look at Tom Hiddleston and Olivia Colman in The Night Manager Season 2. And our first look at Stranger Things Tales from 85, which is the animated series following the Hawkins group on an adventure set between Seasons 2 and 3 of the main show.
I have thoughts.
Did you like it? No?
So it looks nice. It looks nice, but in all their interviews and stuff, they're like, we're trying to make a cartoon that's evocative of the 1980s, of 1980s cartoons. Then how about you animate it like a 1980s cartoon instead of doing freaking Spider-Verse copycat?
That's true.
There's nothing about it that's going to be evocative of an 80s cartoon. Because you know what an 80s cartoon based on Stranger Things would have been? A Monster of the Week show like Real Ghostbusters or the Scooby-Doo shows from the 80s or whatever. Mm-hmm. It would not have been this story-focused thing.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't understand. You think TV shows should be made like movies, and you think cartoons evocative of the 80s are evocative of current technology.
Yes. I'm
don't even get me started. Don't get me started on their implementation of New Coke. What year is it set in?
New Coke.
The timelines don't match up with your product placement. It's like when that 90s show had Coke bottles everywhere and it was the modern logo and not the logo from the 90s.
This all boils down to you're just frustrated about New Coke. Oh, dude. I love Stranger Things as much as the regular person, but Duffer Brothers really made me mad. In new announcements, Ella Purnell and Pete Davidson have been cast in the new rom-com That Time We Met. Follows a new couple after a disastrous first date who discover their unborn child is destined to save humanity. Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz will return for a new The Mummy movie. Matt Bettolini and Olpen and Tyler Gillett from Scream 5 are set to direct. Jennifer Lawrence randomly announced on the Las Culturistas podcast while promoting Die My Love that her and Emma Stone will be producing a Miss Piggy movie with Cola Scola writing the script. For people who don't know Cola Scola, he won a Tony for, I think he wrote it, and he definitely originated the role of Oh Mary on Broadway.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. I love him. Did not expect that to happen this week. I saw that and I was like, The Nut Job 3 is in the works. Also did not expect that to happen this week.
Wonder if Brendan Fraser is set to return as that crazy.
Oh, that's right.
Because he's in the first one, not the second one. That crazy squirrel guy.
I forgot he was in that. Dude.
Like one of the last things he did before his career just kind of dipped for a second.
Before The Whale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jane Levy and Jessica Roth will star in a new slasher movie, River, for Shudder. The film follows 3 estranged siblings who reunite to scatter their father's ashes on a remote river, but after their boat breaks down, they realize they're being stalked by a faceless killer. A reality competition series based on the Overcooked video game is in the works at Netflix and A24. A movie based on the Roblox minigame Grow a Garden is in the works. Jessica Chastain, Josh Brolin, Don Cheadle, Mikey Madison, Charles Melton, and Chris Pine will star in Elijah Bynum's My Darling California. The crime thriller follows how one crime intertwines the lives of a TV host, his restless wife, a country music idol, 2 crooks, and an ex-con. A Jurassic World Rebirth sequel is reportedly in the works, with Gareth Edwards in talks to direct. Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, and Jonathan Bailey are expected to return. Millie Alcock and Toni Collette will star in a new survival thriller, Hot Mother. The film follows a mother and daughter who visit a remote wellness spa, which turns into a fight for survival when they get trapped in a sauna. In miscellaneous mentionables, Disney has released Judy Hopps' 4 favorite films on Letterboxd.
Letterboxd. It's right there.
Exactly. Letterboxd. They're Fantastic Fur, The Incredibles 3, that's spelled Bulls, The Naysayer 2, that's spelled Neigh, Sayer, and also features, I'm assuming, Mayor Windancer.
Yeah, because
he's a former actor. And The Devil Wears Prada 2. I saw someone retweet this saying, all Judy Hopps' favorite movies are unreleased. Fake fan. Unreleased movies.
Yeah, and also it would be such a good idea, a good opportunity to make animal puns based on so many buddy cop movies.
Exactly. Buddy cop sequels. There's got to be a Lethal Weapon 2 animal pun out there somewhere.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon. Let's see. Yeah, I got nothing. But
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Lethal Whalepin. I don't know.
Lethal Whalepin. Dude, I love that. Dude, a whale cop movie? Kevin Feige has donated a transformational gift to USC School of Cinematic Arts.
Pride Along, and it's
yes,
lions.
Pride Along 2.
With lions, because lions are in Pride.
Rush Hour.
Brush Hour. Brush Hog Hour.
Brush Hog Hour. Brush. I'm having a stroke. Brush. Okay, no, we're stuck on this now. Okay, listen. Forget about Kevin Feige's gift. Brush. I need to get the Brush Hour 2 out. Brush. There's got to be like a brush quail, or there's this thing called Bush Dog.
Bush Hour.
But would that be too far? People wouldn't know what that is.
Brush hogs are a thing, so Brush Hog Hour.
Brush Hour. Brush Hour 2. What's another second buddy cop one? Dude, if they did the
22 Jump Street. You're 22.
That's Sony though. But who cares?
Yeah.
It's 22 Jump Street.
22 Hop Street. And it's
22 Hop Street, and it's a bunny.
Yeah.
Sorry, rabbits.
Hot Fuzz. You just don't change the title. Just replace them with fuzzy animals.
True. True.
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
I thought about that.
Turner. It's just Turner and Hooch. It's just starring Fawn Hanks. Tomcat Hanks.
Dude. I had one. I forget what it was. Oh, what if there was one for the other guys? The other news? Dude, as in wildebeest.
Yeah.
My animal nerd's coming out. Kevin Feige has donated a transformational gift to USC's School of Cinematic Arts that will provide a lasting source of funding for faculty and students. UFC have chosen to rename one of their divisions to the Kevin Feige Division of Film and Television Production as a thank you. The Russo brothers will executive produce the Rambo prequel movie through their production company Agbo. Noah Centineo is in final talks to star as young Rambo. Lego, for the 3rd episode in a row, officially announced their new icon set, Star Trek USS Enterprise NCC 1701D, which will be, that's the official title.
Yeah.
Which will be $399.99 retail for that much. It'll be 3,600 pieces and releasing on November 28th.
And comes with a lot of minifigures that can't go in the ship itself, because the ship itself is like just basically you're building a scale model, and then you'll get like a little display thing for your minifigures that come with like,
it's like the Jurassic Park gate.
Yeah. And then I know there's a gift with package.
Gift with purchase.
Purchase. I don't know why I always want to say gift with package. There's a gift with purchase of like, it's like a little like, it's like another small ship and one more minifigure, but I can't remember what it is.
Cronster sent it to me, and he goes, this is before I was able to have a chance, because I was also teaching that day. He goes, it looks awesome, bit pricey. And I'm like, well, I mean, bit pricey, maybe like $10-$20. Other than that, it's like, I mean, it's maybe $380, but it's still a good piece to price ratio for how much it is.
Yeah.
Or how much piece. 36. That's usually going to be. It's usually 10%, $360. So I mean, maybe $20. And my last miscellaneous mentionables, Guillermo del Toro says he once heard a haunted ghost murder in his hotel room. Did you see that? He said, quote, I was watching The Wire on DVD, so it was not exactly the mood. All of a sudden, I hear an entire murder in the middle of the room, the screams and the stabbings and the crying. There was nobody else in the hotel, not even the manager, which begs me the question, what kind of hotel were you staying in?
Yeah. Was it an Airbnb?
It has to be an Airbnb.
What was the murder happening upstairs?
In the attic? The guy stayed in the
Please,
attic?
Mr. Del Toro, we're trying to get Jay to an Airbnb next year. We can't be sharing these stories.
You can't be telling me this. See, here's the thing. I didn't even think about Airbnb. I thought it was just like a misrun hotel. Now it's you. No.
That was my only thought of like, okay, why wouldn't there be a manager there at all times?
Yeah.
Because there wouldn't be at an Airbnb. I don't know. In my anniversaries, November 2nd was the 65th anniversary of Butterfield 8, Elizabeth Taylor's first Academy Award winning role. And it was also the 15th anniversary of God of War Ghost of Sparta on PSP and the 15th anniversary of Poke Park Wii, Pikachu's Adventure on Wii. November 3rd saw the 70th anniversary of Guys and Dolls, the 50th anniversary of Good Morning America, the 30th anniversary of Beyond the Beyond on PS1, and the 15th anniversary of Radiant Historia on DS. November 4th was the 20th anniversary of Chicken Little.
Yes, I saw that.
November 5th was the 15th anniversary of Megamind.
How old?
15.
Stop.
The 15th anniversary of 127 Hours and the 15th anniversary of Four Colored Girls. 30th anniversary of Twisted Metal on PS1 and the 15th anniversary of Divinity 2, the Dragon Knight saga on PC. November 6th was the 10th anniversary of the Peanuts movie.
Oh,
and
wow.
the 10th anniversary of Spectre.
Dude.
As well as
that was 2015.
As well as the 5th anniversary of Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey, the 20th anniversary of The Boondocks, the 10th anniversary of Master of None, and the 10th anniversary of Yokai Watch on 3DS.
How much for Jingle Jangle?
2020.
Is that the one with Kiko Michael Key?
Yep.
That's 5 years old? Mm-hmm. 2 years ago.
November 7th was the 15th anniversary of Shake It Up, the 35th anniversary of the arcade game Cyberlip, the 25th anniversary of Crash Bash on PS1, the 20th anniversary of Guitar Hero on PS2, and the 20th anniversary of Mario Party 7 on GameCube, and the 20th anniversary of Matrix Path of Neo on PS2, PC, and Xbox. November 8th saw the 25th anniversary of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the 60th anniversary of Days of Our Lives, the 25th anniversary of Counter-Strike on PC, the 20th anniversary of Fatal Frame 3, The Tormented on PS2, and the 20th anniversary of Psychoden Tactics on PS2.
That reminds me of the Chicken Little. My favorite quote from that is the turkey mayor. What? The what?
I just... Tic-tac.
Tic-tac. Olo. That's Megamind. In lieu of... Today in pop culture history, I did not know till yesterday that the Grammy nominations would be announced this week. In the general field, I only wrote down the general field and the movie-related ones, or else we'd be here forever. The general field Record of the Year nominations went to DTMF by Bad Bunny, Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter, Anxiety by Doechii, Wildflower by Billie Eilish, Abracadabra by Lady Gaga, Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, The Subway by Chappell Roan, and Apata by Rose and Bruno Mars. Album of the Year nominations went to Debe Traer Mas Fotos from Bad Bunny, Justin Bieber's Swag, Sabrina Carpenter's Man's Best Friend, Clips's Let God Sort 'Em Out, Lady Gaga's Mayhem, Kendrick Lamar's GNX, Leon Thomas's Mutt, and Tyler the Creator's Chromacopia. Song of the Year nominations went to Abracadabra by Lady Gaga, Doechii's Anxiety, Rose and Bruno Mars's Apata, DTMF by Bad Bunny, Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, Man-Child by Sabrina Carpenter, Wildflower by Billie Eilish, and Golden by Huntrix from K-Pop Demon Hunters, which marks the first time a song from an animated movie has been nominated for the big song of the year, which means Lion King wasn't, Aladdin wasn't, stuff like you think those songs would, Frozen wasn't.
Well, it's because, those were played on the radio, but K-Pop Demon Hunters is the first time original music has been written for an animated movie, but it's written like an actual...
Yes.
An
actual pop song.
Yeah.
Best New Artist nominations were Olivia Dean, Cat's Eye, The Marias, Addison Rae, Somber, Leon Thomas, Alex Warren, and Lola Young. Producer of the Year non-classical nominees were Dan Arbach, Circuit, Dijon, Blake Mills, and Soundwave. And Songwriter of the Year non-classical nominees were Amy Allen, Edgar Barrera, Jesse Joe Dillon, Tobias Jesso Jr., and Laura Veltz. And then in the ones related to like movies and TV, best film and TV score nominees were Sinners, How to Train Your Dragon, Severance Season 2, Wicked, and The Wild Robot. Some of you might be thinking, why are these from last year? The cutoff was August. Yeah, September 1st, August 31st.
Yeah.
Of last year to this year, which means John Powell got nominated for the How to Train Your Dragon score for both animated movie and this one. Best songs written for film and TV were I Lied to You, Pale Pale Moon, and Sinners, all from Sinners. Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters, Never Too Late from Elton John, Never Too Late, and As Alive as You Need Me to Be from Tron Ares, which he has 3.
I find it interesting that 3 out of the 5?
6.
3 out of 6. So 50-50 chance Sinners is going to win this one.
Yeah.
When I have not heard.
I've heard the one I've heard of. Now, granted, one of these is from like one of the best scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
But the one I heard, I've actually have my likes playlist is Haley Steinfeld's.
Yeah.
Which is
like
dangerous. It's not one of these 3.
Yeah, and so the song that I've heard from it is not even one of the nominations.
Is that the Haley Steinfeld one?
Whereas Golden is the only song from K-Pop Demon Hunters when you can't go to Walmart
Soda
or
Pop.
anywhere. You hear Soda Pop, you hear Your Idol, you hear what's it? This is how.
This is what it sounds like.
Yeah, this is what it sounds like.
Or the opening one.
The opening, like I hear K-Pop Demon Hunters everywhere, and I would think that popularity would go into the nomination a little bit, or at least why isn't there a rule of only one song per?
Well, it's like this one isn't like the Oscars have a limit of 2.
Yeah,
I feel like this show, which 2 is like fair, but this one should have at least 2.
It's crazy where it's like. I would almost bet money that Sinners is probably going to win since it has a 50-50 chance of.
I mean, that was me with the Emmys and the studio guest spots.
Yeah,
all of them but one. I think it's I Lied to You. That is like one of the. He sings it. That is from one of the best scenes, and if not the best scene in the movie. So like, that one I'm like that's fair, but the other 2 I'm like I haven't listened to these at all. Besides Dangerous. Defying Gravity got nominated for Best Pop Duo / Group Performance for Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. And fun fact, Sinners is one of the most nominated movies ever at the Grammys with 5 nominations, including Best Movie and TV Score, 3 Best Song Written for Film and TV nominations, and Best Compilation Soundtrack for Film and TV. And Huntrix from K-Pop Demon Hunters have been nominated for 4 Grammys, including Song of the Year, Best Remix Recording, Best Pop Duo / Group Performance, that was also for Golden, and Best Song Written for Film and TV. Which someone on TikTok said, this is one of the best years for like movie music in a while with all this happening at the Grammys. And that is all of my...
In anime news, Cole Escola and Zolo Mary Duena, or Duena, has been cast as Bon Clay and Portgisty Ace, respectively, in Season 3 of the live-action One Piece series. So Cole popping up twice. In major news, major pop culture news this week's pretty cool. A Dark Moon, The Blood Altar, premieres January 9th, 2026. Kujima Uteba La Hororo premieres April 2026. In the fall of his first year of junior high school, Arata Kauda encountered a strange thing. In this home comedy, a mysterious creature named Kujima brings new life to the Kanada family, where the atmosphere is slightly tense due to the concern for the eldest son, a Ronin student who is preparing for the entrance examinations. By the way, the creature, who calls himself Kojima, speaks normal language and eats the same food as humans, or insects. He has come from outer space, or did he? Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 premieres January 8th, 2026. Goman Baito-kun no Nichijo, or The Everyday Lives of Part-Time Torturers, premieres January 4th. The sequel to Papel of Chimney Town, The Promised Clock Tower, has set a release date of March 27th, 2026. Cosmic Princess Kaguya will premiere January 22nd, 2026. The film is... Shinjo Yamashita's directorial debut. He is an animator known for directing the openings to Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Naruto, and a slew of others. Ooh. This is his first full directing debut. Oshi no Ko Season 3 premieres January 14th, 2026. Tis Time for Torture Princess Season 2 premieres January 12th, 2026. And an anime adaptation of Mayo Momoyo's and Itsumi Mito's Always a Catch light novel series has been announced for a spring 2026 premiere. And finally, I Want to End This Love Game premieres April 2026.
I want to end this love game.
And that is my news for this week.
I have 4 things of comics news, and it is all from Marvel. I didn't see any DC news this week. As we previously mentioned, the Fantastic Four First Steps dropped on Disney Plus on November 3rd. Got a new teaser for Wonder Man, which featured a new look at Yahya Abdul-Mateen II as Simon Williams. It was revealed that the first trailer will be released in December of Avengers Doomsday in front of Avatar Fire and Ash. And Lego Marvel Avengers Strange Tales got a first trailer for it, releasing on November 14th on Disney Plus. That's TAILS, a bunch of cats.
Yeah, it's like about this like super fan who stalks them and then has the ability to control cats or something.
Catwoman?
Yeah, Marvel, you're getting pretty...
Lego Marvel. Yeah. And celebrity deaths, I do have a couple. Sheki Carrillo was 72, Golden 9, The Missing Star. Donna Jean Godcho McKay was 78, Grateful Dead singer. Oscar-nominated actress and mother of Laura Dern, Diane Ladd, was 89, passed away. Dick Cheney was 84, former vice president, polarizing political figure, and Vice film subject. Marshawn Kneeland was 24, Dallas Cowboys player, who died days after scoring his first NFL touchdown on Monday Night Football. Pauline Collins was 85, Oscar-nominated Shirley Valentine star. Lee Tamahori was 75, New Zealand director of the Bond movie Die Another Day and Once Were Warriors. Elena Salo was 89, Finnish actress known for Hamlet Goes Business. Manuel Perez is 85, Cuban director known for The Man from My Sinecue. And Jim Self was 82, American tubist and composer known for the music behind Finding Nemo, Batman the Animated Series, and Mulan, among many others. My sources this week were Movie Insider, Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Collider, and of course, discussing film.
My sources this week were discussing film, IGN, Crunchyroll, CNBC, games trailers, The Verge, Polygon, Game Informer, and the official sites and socials of the studios mentioned today. Look at me having more than 3 sources this time.
Look at me having less than 5. It's 10.
And we are back to this week's tier list of ranking the likelihood of us becoming these comic book villains.
Our first up is Green Goblin this week. Norman Osborn, a brilliant scientist and CEO of Oscorp, transforms into Green Goblin after ingesting an unstable chemical serum he developed. The formula enhanced his physical and mental capabilities, but also drove him insane, creating a crazed, maniacal personality that took on the persona of the Green Goblin. Inspired by a childhood nightmare, Osborn adopted the alias and costume along with a variety of Halloween-themed weaponry and a glider and began a life of crime.
So are either of us going to really eat or drink a mysterious substance?
I mean, you package it as Mountain Dew. I'll try it once.
Mountain Dew Green.
Mountain Dew Green. I'm like, it's like glowing. Ooh. You know what I mean? I'm like,
you could hear it humming.
Exactly. I'm like, listen, I need to give it at least one swallow before I dump it in the sink. A la fruitquake.
You drink it and you start a life of crime. You're like, hey, I'll take it over the fruitcake again.
Or that one that's in the fountain at KFC.
Yeah.
They're 4. Absolutely will happen one day.
Do we want to put this in like the could go either way? Because I feel like I'm going to go, I'm not drinking nothing. And then you're probably like, a shot.
You say that, I've already drinking it. I've already tasted a sip. So above Clayface, below Clayface.
Below Clayface.
Above Brainiac.
Yeah.
In between Clayface and Brainiac. Next one is Joker. While most of Joker's origins are left intentionally ambiguous, the most well-known, called, quote, One Bad Day origin, involves a struggling comedian with a tragic wife and a gambling debt who experiences a series of misfortunes, including his wife's death and a botched robbery, leading him to fall into a vat of chemicals and emerge as the Joker. What do you think?
Let's see. Well, how likely is it that both of us become failed comedians that turn to a life of crime hoping to support our wife and gambling addiction?
Not me, because I wouldn't try. I'm too scared to try it. Ironically, I'll try anything packaged as Mountain Dew, but I won't stand on stage.
However,
doing anything to support our wives, I can see both of us doing.
Yeah. And then accidentally falling into a vat of chemicals.
is absolutely meat coated.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
So do we...
I trip walking down the
Is
sidewalk.
Joker weirdly likely?
Above Electro?
Are we losing our...
I feel like definitely
The
above
only thing
Electro.
is losing our minds and like just willing to become murderous at that point.
I mean, I've already lost it.
When this episode
What
is used for
mind?
evidence someday...
There'll be more than this used for everything, to be honest.
Exhibit ZB.
Exhibit ZZZQ. We're on so much. Does this mean it's absolutely will happen one day?
I don't think this is absolutely will happen. one
Above
day.
Electro likely?
I feel below Electro lightly. I
Below
feel like it
Electro
is
lightly?
more likely we're going to be struck by lightning than it is that we're going to...
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
However, it's more likely that I will fall into a vat of chemicals. It's Blanket Man.
Hey, Jay, buddy. I got this vat of chemicals over here.
He hadn't messaged me yet, so I don't know.
We're just filming for the next sequel to our project anyway.
It happens in a factory. What is this vat of chemicals? The next one, let's be honest, we know where the next one's going to land at.
Okay.
But for the sake of reading it, Killer Croc.
Killer Croc.
Killer Croc, whose real name is Waylon Jones, has an origin story centered around being born with a rare genetic disorder that causes his skin to be scaly and thick, giving him reptilian features. While specific details vary between continuities, the common threads involve a childhood of being mocked and bullied due to his appearance, a traumatic event that hardened his heart and fueled his monstrous transformation, and an affinity for the sewers and criminal underworld of Gotham City.
So normally we would try to balance both of our likelihoods together.
But I'm so far yes, you're so far probably not.
That it would just end up... We're putting this in is going to happen someday.
Because of my knee.
Because Jay has this weird spot on his knee that has grown over the years.
Hey, let's give it what it's worth. It's a patch. It's more than a spot.
It's a patch on his knee that it's dry skin. It's not actually scaly or anything.
Yeah,
but
we call it my reptile skin.
We call it his reptile skin out as a joke, and the way it's grown over the years has made me go, "Oh, Jay might become Killer Croc someday."
I absolutely will.
I mean, a childhood of being made fun of, multiple tragic things could have hardened his heart at this point. We don't know. He's already said he's lost his mind. So, I mean,
this definitely will happen.
This is going to happen someday. When this
I've already put it there.
Yeah.
We put it there before we even started this tier list.
Yeah.
Next one up is Kingpin. Wilson Grant Fisk began his life as a poor child in New York City, enduring bullying from his classmates because of his obesity. Fisk trained himself in physical combat and eventually used his newfound strength to form a gang of his former tormentors that terrorized the surrounding neighborhoods.
Neither of us are that organized.
No.
Nor are we that interested in... look, when we got bullied, we just played video games and sat in corners. So
I would just cry.
Yeah.
I'd go to my mom's room.
Jay wrote about Super Spies and I played video games. So we're just going to...
I wrote about Super Spies out of high school.
You mean the bullying?
At the ripe old age of 19 years old.
What are you saying? The bullying stopped for you?
No. Matter of fact, the line where it started and ended very much is blurry.
Anyway,
ongoing.
I think this is...
I'm kidding.
I think this is almost will not happen. Just
Will not
because...
happen?
Can you see
above
us getting...
Doom? I feel like above Doom for sure.
Yeah.
Can we see us getting... I mean, I can see myself getting revenge.
Lex Luthor's our next one. I'm just choosing to ignore that.
How many have we done? 4?
Yeah.
Lex Luthor's our next one. Lex Luthor's origin story varies significantly depending on the era of his publication, but generally involves him being a brilliant, ambitious human with a deep-seated hatred for Superman who becomes a wealthy and powerful villain with ambitions to control the world. A lot of this stems from we're not rich.
Yeah, no. We don't have hatred for anything that strong.
Just kidding. James Cameron.
Yeah.
Why the Lex Luthor James Cameron Superman?
Only you're poor and he doesn't know you exist.
This is another absolutely will happen.
I feel like this is low, not likely.
Low, not likely?
Very low, not likely.
I'm going to put it above Doc Ock because I do hate James Cameron with a passion. You said it was a bit. The other episode is not a bit. Below Black Manta. Not likely. And our last one this week is Loki. Loki was born the son of the frost giant King Laufey on Jotunheim, but was abandoned as an infant. Odin, king of Asgard, found the baby Loki and adopted him, raising him as an Asgardian prince and the adoptive brother of Thor. Loki's origin as a frost giant was kept secret for most of his life, and his feelings of being a second-class citizen, his envy of Thor, and his rejection by his own people ultimately led him to become the villain, the God of Mischief.
So on one hand, you and I like to think we're funny, but we're not that mischievous or or funny. But on the other hand, one of us has a tumultuous relationship with his brother, and
he's never going to listen to this. I didn't even think about it like that. I was going to make a joke that me not being mischievous is not true because I have 3 stop signs in the back of my car.
That's not mischievous. That's just felon. That's just theft.
That's just felon. Let's see. We're moving the Joker.
That didn't even grammar correctly.
No, wait, did you say that or did I say that?
I said that. I said that's not mischievous. That's just felon.
That's just felon.
Okay.
Let's see. Any of these that are crime people already, we're moving up one.
I feel like, let's see, neither of us are adopted, so it's not like we're going to find out we're adopted and get mad from that. Because all jokes aside about like relationship with siblings or anything, I feel like there's nothing for us to really get upset over, that jealous over. And we found the places we fit in.
Yeah.
So like, is this
also, we're not gods.
But at the same time, Jay has several stop signs in his back.
Several includes like 4 or more. Please, it's just a couple.
Okay,
plus 1.
That's a few then.
I have a couple stop signs, 4, 5, or 6, maybe 8 yield signs. It's fine. Don't worry about it, dude. Why are you bringing it up? 1 or 2 do not enter because I wanted to go there.
Anyway,
do not feed the dog.
I feel like this is another not likely.
Not likely.
Like there's
I feel like it's like low, not likely.
Yeah, low, not likely.
Below Doc Ock.
We're mostly making jokes, but yeah,
we are.
And on that note, oh wait, no.
Realistically, this is it.
Okay.
Realistically, all these won't happen except for Killer Croc. It already has. Sometimes I wish we were video because of my facial reactions. I learned so much from Conan. And anyway,
we will see everyone next time.
Be sure to like, socials.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those interactive things. Follow on most social medias at Mondays for Nerds, at Sir Stumpslot, at Sir Stumpslot17.
Follow me at PoThePanda001 or Chris M. Pratt Fan.
And we'll see you all next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.